Farming livestock is a precarious balancing act. Margins are thin, and the economic survival of an entire operation hinges on the physical well-being of hundreds, sometimes thousands of animals spread across vast acreage. For generations, farmers have managed this immense responsibility with a severe lack of immediate information. Waiting hours or days for a veterinarian to reach a remote pasture often means relying on guesswork during the most critical windows of an illness. This network diagram models how disease transmission actually works in agriculture. A single sick animal acts as a catalyst. One delayed diagnosis can multiply rapidly, jumping from animal to animal and eventually crossing property lines into neighboring farms. As those transmission lines collapse into a downward trend, they map out real economic fallout. Whole herds can be decimated in a matter of weeks, threatening farms that have sustained families for decades. Surviving in modern agriculture requires breaking this cycle. We have to move past reacting to sick animals one by one and build a proactive digital defense for the entire ecosystem. That defense starts exactly where the problem begins, in the field. When a farmer finds a resting cow showing signs of illness, they are often miles away from a stable internet connection. The AgriTech Biosecurity application is designed for these remote environments. It utilizes a progressive web app architecture, which means the diagnostic tools are stored directly on the phone, allowing for full operation even when completely offline. The interface also removes communication barriers at the point of care, allowing users to toggle between English, Hindi, and Telugu diagnostic menus right on the screen. With a quick photo upload, the on-device AI disease scanner analyzes visual symptoms. It calculates a mathematical probability for specific illnesses and assigns a clear severity level to the case instantly. This field data is automatically compiled into a standardized veterinary health certificate. This document structures the AI's initial findings alongside actionable treatment recommendations, formatting it for professional review. Digitizing the moment a symptom is first spotted bridges the critical time gap between an isolated pasture and professional veterinary response. Stabilizing the health of a single animal provides the foundation. From there, the focus shifts back to the farm office to evaluate the defensive posture of the entire herd. Through a secure login process, managers maintain a comprehensive digital profile that acts as the central hub for all incoming field data, personnel access, and medical records. The analytics dashboard tracks herd health across a 30-day timeline, aggregating field reports into broad trends. When data shows an anomaly, it triggers an action alert, letting managers deploy resources based on hard data before an outbreak becomes obvious. To further harden the property, dynamic questionnaires within the risk assessment system generate specific vulnerability scores based on the farm's daily routines. The biosecurity compliance engine also runs routine checklist-based audits, producing a central compliance score that highlights exactly which operational procedures need tightening. These tools replace subjective daily observations with measurable, optimized data. Individual farms are no longer isolated properties. They operate as vital nodes within a massive, interconnected agricultural region. This topological map represents the GIS Disease Tracking system, linking active farm operations directly to nearby veterinary clinics. If an infection is confirmed, the outbreak simulation defines optimal quarantine zones based on geography and transmission rates to protect nearby herds. This regional visibility relies on a cloud-based microservice architecture. A React front-end passes inputs through a Node.js and Fast API middle layer into a MongoDB database and Gemini AI, seamlessly processing thousands of field reports and map coordinates simultaneously without bottlenecks. Containing an outbreak across an entire region requires this ability, aggregating raw field data and modeling it at a macro scale. With these systems working in tandem, the individual animal is treated, the farm is secure, and the wider agricultural community remains insulated from an outbreak. The vulnerabilities of rural isolation are replaced by a network of continuous, data-backed oversight. This platform functions as a complete livestock biosecurity ecosystem, linking geospatial monitoring, analytics, and compliance management into a single digital healthcare hub. Ultimately, it places the analytical power of artificial intelligence directly into the hands of the people working the land. Because every animal deserves a doctor, and every farmer deserves AI.